7:27 a.m. December 2nd. The U.S. Army and the U.S. Navy and the Air Force and the Marines and the Naval Academy, they're all listening to me right now, this very second. I'm eating my breakfast. I gotta go to the dollar store and get some spoons and some forks. I'm in my Airbnb. I'm hanging out. You got a bunch of gay men screaming in my head. But they got jobs for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and internet jobs. So I'm eating my food. I'm eating my food. 7:27 a.m. A gay man just played directly in my ass while the U.S. Army, U.S. Marines, and the U.S. military listening. But he has a job at Facebook, and he's a gay teacher with a wig. And the other one, Terrence Wilkins, has no teeth in his mouth. And Joseph Pies has AIDS, and is a gay rapist. And Ansel Daniel, Terrence and Ansel Daniel suck each other dick and eat each other ass. So that's as good as 7:28 a.m. That's as good as two dogs fucking and eating each other's shit. Two male dogs. If two dogs, you see two dogs running down the street, and they eat each other's shit. That's as good as two gay men. If you having sex with somebody, you probably lick their pussy and lick their ass. So these are basically wild dogs who have to be put to sleep. 7:27 a.m. I just did like this. They have got jobs with technology. They have gotten jobs with technology. Facebook has hired them with this new technology, and they're looking at me through the TV and through the internet. But they're wild dogs because they eat each other's shit. They lick each other's ass. So if two men eat each other's ass, and they in my head tasting my food, and while I'm eating my food, it's a U.S. hostage and crisis situation. It's a U.S. hostage situation. It's a terrorist situation. If you have gay men who eat each other's ass, and they listen to me eat my food 7 o'clock in the morning, and stalking me and running around my room like wild dogs that have to be put to sleep. But it becomes a national security issue because they got jobs at Facebook, and Facebook is the biggest company in the world. Video continued. 7:30 a.m. I just ate a piece of sausage. Off my plate. Dion Watts say it looked like shit. Mark Zuckerberg has to be put to sleep on death row. Him and his wife. They're using Dion like Dennis Rodman, the basketball player. Anybody in the sports, NFL, shout out to Ray Lewis, shout out to Michael Jordan. Please tell the Army, the Navy, and the NBA. Please tell the Army. Excuse me. I'm trying to explain a story about Michael Jordan so he can tell the Army, Navy, and the Marines what to do. And they packed my butt to try to fluster me from telling the story. So please, the athletes, the basketball, NBA, tell the Army, Navy what Dennis Rodman does. He frustrates you until you respond to him. So Facebook is using him, Terrence Wilkins, Ansel Daniel, and Joseph Pies, they just hacked my butt again. They just hacked directly in the center of my ass. These guys you have wild dogs who have learned every spot on my body. Who's hacking directly in the center of my ass. In America. And calling me ugly. You got a gay man with no teeth calling me ugly. You got a gay guy with a wig calling me ugly. You have a rapist with AIDS calling me ugly. Joseph Pies, whose daddy got his finger cut off, who's a Mason, and he killed his own son, Jamal. They tried to set me up. They had me arguing with my own family for my company. Because I had something. Masons believe in killing their own kids. They put their kids to sleep. So he made a deal with Facebook with the devil to kill his own son. So he's a wild dog. They have to be put to sleep. But this is the big thing about it. I don't know. It baffles me that Mark Zuckerberg has hired them. Now, they hired them, hired all my friends. All my friends I went to school with is gay. And I'm not gay. So you can't have one without the other. It's turning them on. But they're all gay, so if I fight them or if I do something to them, they like to get beat up and fuck. If you're a gay man, you like to get hit and fuck. So I'm basically fighting a gay UFC fighter. But they want me to respond to them. Say if I know somebody, they hacked Mark Zuckerberg $50 billion, so he got all these people surrounding around him riding around me all day long, follow me everywhere I go. So if I hit one of them, they're gonna like it. So he just made a bunch of gay stalkers to stalk me, which makes it a national security issue. Which makes it a national security issue, the national terrorist situation. And the Army and the Navy and the Marines are listening right now. I can't believe, could y'all be that gay or that naive? Now, I mean, I push it too far. They have to be put to sleep. His whole office has to be put to sleep. It's a knowingly and willingly conspiracy. He has to be put to sleep. Mark Zuckerberg has to do life in jail. The makers of Instagram and YouTube has to be life in jail. And everything else is not my business. Shout out to the ladies on the reel. Just kissed them through the TV the other day. Shout out to Taraji P. I kissed her at the American Music Awards through the TV. Everything is not my business. My business is my company. The fact when by them being on my brain, they tried to steal my invention, and they tried to steal my invention. Excuse me, they're hacking my brain this very second, which means they had to be put to sleep. Some of these people from Deion Watts' sister Marcy has to be put to sleep. She's inside connecting on Department of Corrections. You ever seen these movies when they sell drugs and stuff? When you have the lady working inside of, she's the reason why this is all happening. Why he getting away with his sister? So both this is Northern way conspiracy. They're getting checks directly from the government. So him and the sister's gonna do life in jail. Joseph Pies, the second, the third, and the fourth is gonna do life in jail. Terrence Wilkins and his mother is gonna do life in jail. And Ansel Dane's gonna do life in jail, and along with my whole family, except for Ruth Scott, Ernie Scott, and Corey Scott. Everybody in my family's gonna do life in jail. And everybody who's got paid, who went to school with me on Facebook, is gonna do life in jail. You got a bunch of gay men there, Masons. Masons are poor. They took the job because they're an organization. Who can handle a job? Nobody can handle a job but an organization. Masons are poor. You have different, what's the name, but they all report to their master, which fucks them in the ass. Masons are poor, so they hire these Masons to chase my ass around. But it's good Masons. Shout out to all the Ricky Smiley and all the guys who getting paid, who doesn't mind just sitting back and watching the show. Shout out to Terrence J. Shout out to all the guys who's just sitting back watching the show, like, ooh, they gonna fuck him in the ass or they gonna try to rape him. This is shit. This was what's going on with the entertainment. But these guys are famous. But my friends are doing a personal stalking. You got a bunch of gay men. It doesn't make no sense. Calling me gay, calling me ugly, and they want to rape me in jail. They trying to pull off the rape me in jail. And all the rappers, I don't mind those guys. I'm gonna be very direct, straight and forward. My business is my social media idea, which Mark Zuckerberg has came for me for. They have to be put to sleep like wild dogs. My brothers, you have lions. What's up, Terrence Howard? You have lions. If you was four brothers, and there's four brothers, and three of them gay and one of them is not, they're jealous. So for some strange reason, my brothers have sucked everybody in, and everybody's hooked on this shit. Cause they're my big brothers. So they talking to you like a little boy all day, and everybody's got hooked on it. So that's what sparked it. Now it's going way out of whack. Now they have to be put to sleep. Cause now I don't know what's wrong with them. They're wild manics. They gremlins and all this shit. And the media and the YouTube is feeding into it. So it's becoming a national security. It has become a national security issue. And they have to be put to sleep like wild dogs. They have to be charged with thousands of counts of child pornography. They're hacking my mind with child pornography. You got gay men with wigs, a guy with no teeth, talking about kids all day in my head. Everywhere I go, they just talking about kids all day in my head. They gotta be charged with sexual extortion. They extort my brain sexually. They have learned every stroke of my dick. They have to be charged with brain extortion. Conspiracy to commit rape, because my brothers won't be fucking in jail. And conspiracy to commit murder, because they're hacking my brain and heart every second of the day. So that means I could die any second of the day by a heart attack.